a yellow silk ceremonial scarf that represents purity, goodwill, compassion. It's used in traditional greetings. It's a traditional sign of respect. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here and for braving the cold and the traffic on this beautiful Washington, D.C. day. On behalf of the entire American University community, I want to warmly welcome you all to the Walk for Peace Talk at American University, featuring the venerable Bhante of the Dhamma Chitya, who so honor us here today as a final destination on day 108 of their 2,300-mile journey that began back in October. My name is Morgan Redmond, the Associate Director of Case Spiritual Life Center at American University, and I am deeply honored to be part of bringing the Walk for Peace to our campus community. I hope that our time today together will inspire each of us to reflect on the peace, unity, compassion, and shared purpose that is both grounded in and transcends all faith, backgrounds, and beliefs. I love how our own Case Spiritual Life Center puts these values into words. 1, every being has a measurable worth. 2, our hearts flourish in community. And 3, everyone impacts the world. It is my hope that whether you're here with us on campus, watching on our live stream, standing on the roadside, or simply following this inspiring story, you will take their embodied message to heart and know that you too can walk for peace and unity in both big and small ways. You must take the first step. You are not alone. There are more walking beside you than you realize. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 16th President of American University, Jonathan Alger. President Alger is an experienced and visionary higher education leader who previously served as the president of James Madison University in Virginia. He is known nationally as a leader in civic engagement, civic education, and civil discourse, and as a scholar and speaker on higher education policy and law. Please join me in welcoming President John Alger.
Good morning, everyone. And thank you, Morgan, for that introduction. Thank you to Reverend Eric Doolittle and the Case Spiritual Life Center team. We are so pleased to work with you on this very important event today. And I also want to extend greetings to present and former board members who are here. Bishop Easterling is here, Victoria Harker, Jenny Axe, faculty member, and Sylvia Burwell, my predecessor, and her family are here this morning as well. Great to have you here, and I hope I didn't miss anyone. It's a privilege to welcome all of you here for this moment of unity and peace. And very special thanks to the venerable monks of the Dhamma Chetya for including a visit to American University on your 2,300-mile pilgrimage. That's a lot of steps. We are honored to be part of a journey that has brought so many people together and inspired moments of healing, compassion, and unity. At a time when I think we can all agree we need much more of all of these things. And a very special thank you to Aloka the Peace Dog. Hi, Aloka. He was living as a stray before he joined the first pilgrimage across India a few years ago, and then came here to the U.S. to continue to spread his message of peace. And he's recovering nicely. We're very glad to see that. Advocating for peace. Advocating for peace is a proud tradition here at American University. Many of you know that our School of International Service was founded in 1957 to answer President Eisenhower's call to prepare students of international affairs to wage peace. In 1963, President John F. Kennedy delivered his famous peace speech just behind us on Reeves Field. In this speech, he defied conventional wisdom by reframing the idea that diplomacy, engaging across borders and cultures through our common humanity, was a strength rather than a weakness. President Kennedy introduced the idea of security through cooperation, which empowered the nations of the world to pursue safety, not merely by building arms and stockpiling weapons, but by jointly managing shared dangers. And he reminded us that true, long-lasting peace is not achieved until it is shared by all. What kind of peace do we seek? He asked. I am talking about genuine peace, the kind of peace that makes life on earth worth living, the kind that enables men and nations to grow and to hope and to build a better life for their children. Not merely peace for Americans, but peace for all men and women. Not merely peace in our time, but peace for all time. This is the peace we seek. Peace for all people and for all time. Thank you all for being here today and for bringing the Walk for Peace to American University. May your Walk for Peace continue to bring healing and hope to our nation and our world. In my own faith tradition, we share a simple but deeply meaningful greeting. Peace be with you. And the response is also simple but profound. And also with you. So may peace be with all of you, with all of us, today and going forward. And it is now my honor to turn it over to AU's University Chaplain, Reverend Eric Doolittle, who leads our K Spiritual Life Center.
Thank you, President Alger. Welcome to everyone gathered here and online this morning. Welcome to the Bontes of the Dhammachetia Walk for Peace, the Maryland Buddhist Vihara, and other venerable guests. We greet you with peace, happiness, and unity. I'm so happy to greet you this morning with the same generous welcome that you have shown to thousands on your long journey. The same generous welcome shown by dozens of United Methodist churches and other houses of faith who opened their doors to you along the way. The same generous welcome that led United Methodist leaders of the American University to join with people of the local Catholic, Jewish, and Episcopalian communities to open the K Spiritual Life Center, the first interfaith center in higher education in America in 1965. Today, 60 years later, over 24 belief communities call KSLC home, from atheists to Zoroastrians. It continues to provide a place to cherish all humanity, to connect our hearts and community, and to discover a sense of purpose and service to the world. And now we extend our generous welcome to you. I greet you this morning in a spirit of happiness. As the University Chaplain, Reverend Bruce Pointer, first extended to Bhante Gunaratana when he arrived at American University in 1972. The happiness felt by students, hundreds of students, as Bhante G served as the Buddhist chaplain while completing his bachelor's, master's, and doctorate of philosophy here at American University. He used that education well and went on to write the seminal book, Mindfulness in Plain English. We extend our blessing and praise to him at his home in West Virginia, and we celebrate our happiness for you being here. I greet you with a sense of unity across faiths and beliefs. That sense of unity that former chaplains Joe Eldridge and Reverend Brian Ospick, who joins us today, as they felt as I work with Bante G's student, Bante Parantana, who has served at American University since 1989. He continues to lead meditation every week in our chapel to this day. Bante Parantana is a blessing to our campus and a nationally recognized leader, having received a Lifetime Achievement Award from President Joe Biden in 2022. We celebrate this unity with you. Venerable Bantes, as your long walk concludes, we know that your life journey to spread peace, unity, happiness, and healing will continue. You are always welcome at American University and at the Case Spiritual Life Center, although next time you can fly or take the train. Until then, peace and joy be with you on every step as this journey and in your journey to come. It is now my pleasure to welcome Bante Parantana to share a few words and greetings.
Namo Buddhaya. Welcome you all, and especially Bante Panyakara, and this make a big change for especially United States of America, crossing many states and take a great determination to walk into the peace for the national capital city, Washington, D.C. We welcome Bante and rest of his disciples together, came over there. That's wonderful and more peaceful. This is very feeling more spiritually very rich, very happy. Welcome you. And I've been his temple few times in Texas, and for the Tripitaka chanting, that's a wonderful thing in the United States. We all the monks together, we did, and wonderful place to visit, 40 acres, and they're going to build up around 840 pagodas, 40 acres, that temple. Anybody, if you wish to build up the pagoda, one pagoda, it will be $85,000 value. That anybody can go and see that nice place over there, can build up the Texas. Some country-wise or your own way, you can go and build up for the future. Not only for that each temple had written down Buddha's word, Tripitaka. And all the Tripitaka, they write it down in the permanently and stone and put it in the temple. And even though future, somebody can see that archaeologically, they can see that information. And Bante Panyakara is, before he became a monk, he was engineer, smart engineer. Then he became a monk with the blessing of his teacher, Ratana Guna Duda. And he is very peaceful Bante. He visiting Sri Lanka and other Asian countries, and under his direction is living that Texas temple, Fort Worth temple, and the other some Sri Lankan monks also associate that temple, especially Kumaragali Nanda Thera and rest of the other rest of the neighbors Sri Lankan temple around. So that's the one of the Nanda Thera suggests when he ordained and Panyakara name. That Panyakara name is my hometown, my Vidyalankara Piruvan. That's a kind of monks community study place. That is the famous monk, the Panyakara, Nathandi Panyakara. His name, he's passing away. He's a very smart monk, and that name, remembering for him to keep the lineage for our Sangha community. That's wonderful, respecting that. And so today this is organizing very big effort. I know it's not easy. 108 days today. Come to the Washington, welcome you all the dedicated hard work you all, and we are very proud about you and your determination, your effort wonderfully encourage the rest of the monks and other lay peoples, everyone to do the determination, they can do the right work. Thank you so much for coming. So I'm so glad to come over here. This university, I work in for more than American University, more than 30 some years. And I forgot something to say. And one day, Panyakara working on it, Vesak Day, with that Vesak Day holiday, they declare state of Texas. Vesak Day is official, but they're going to, the next step they are trying to make it requesting for the holiday as a Christmas Day, something. I hope one day will work out, but we don't know yet. But they have this is also a big program. He invites us also to participate, and some special monks are also inviting all different directions for the fourth Texas. So I came to here as our Reverend Eric mentioned. I've been here since 1989. Since then, I work with the spiritual community and that K Spiritual Center, and many different teachers and students and passing by and been for a while, and I'm so happy and this spiritual community at the United American University. And so then I became a Buddhist chaplain, and because of my teacher, as our president mentioned, and he was master degree and bachelor degree and PhD, everything done over here. He wrote the book for our library here, Serenity of Insight. That's about jhana. They wrote the book for his PhD, and that's a very good thing. After that he's done, he wanted to practice what he wrote that book. That's why he started meditation center in West Virginia, and that is my teacher. He ordained me in Sri Lanka, and he brought me over here, helped me out and he recommended to come to this university after his moving to the West Virginia. Somebody had to take care of the Buddhist chaplainship and meditation group. Then I'm so glad my teacher did a good thing. I enjoyed it, Bhante Ji, and he's starting his meditation center in 1982, and then he make mindfulness plain English and some other Buddhist books over there, and so many Buddhist books he wrote, and still he's 98 years old, but he's still taking care by himself, walking around and meditating every day, teaching the Dhamma and writing the book and articles, and his good memory, and I'm so glad because he lived with the Dhamma, spiritual path. As a result, he introduced the mindfulness. That's a great thing today. We are talking about high school, regular school, everywhere. That's the mindfulness. He introduced, where he gave the talk everywhere in the United States, many campuses he visited. He gave the Dhamma talk, and became his working for the some time around end of the 70s somewhere, because Vietnamese veterans came to the Florida. He was a chaplain. As a result, he get more engaged for the work for the refugee camps. He did a remarkable things, and for he find out the path to us, and we get a chance to come to with his advice and working in the university. We have university also. We have Vesak celebration. We have meditation class every Thursday, and you all can come and enlighten. You can all come and practice mindfulness and it's open to everyone. And thank you so much giving this opportunity to go here, our president, our Eric and Morgan, and other everyone work hard for the keep success. Now, before the ending my short part of my time, I like to give the chance to opportunity to our Thai president, Thai community Sangha president, Dr. Thana. Please come and behalf of our IPAA give us some few words. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Most Venerable Puratana and Mahasangha. Today we are gathering here to welcome our great mission, great monk who set off from Texas to Washington, D.C. So on behalf of the World Buddhist Dhamma Organization, WBDO, on behalf of IBAA, the International Buddhist Association of America, and also in the name of the Council of the Thai Peoples in USA, I would like to thank all of you to come and join and welcome the Peace Walk participants. Your noble journey is not only to walk across the land, but walk across the heart of the people by moving step by step with mindfulness, discipline, patience, and loving kindness. You bring the ancient Theravada Buddhist tradition really into the present moment. It is the Dhamma in action, transforming timeless teaching into practical living example for the world can see, feel, and learn from. Through these peaceful walks, you are creating awareness of the Buddha's original message to nonviolence, compassion, and wisdom, value preserved and transmitted through the Theravada tradition for over 2.5 million. Your journeys demonstrate that peace is not merely a concept to be spoken about, but a path to be walked, embodied, and shared through conduct, intention, and service. We respectfully encourage all of you to learn how to be peace inside and support each other in the possible way by spreading awareness, offering moral and material support, practicing compassion in every life, and committing themselves to the cultivation of peace within and around them. May your journey be safe and meaningful. May your footsteps awaken hearts and minds. May your dedication inspire many to choose peace over hatred, understanding over fear, and compassion over division. Thank you very much for all of you, and thank you so much.
Theravada tradition who practiced for a while from New Jersey, and Bhante Bhikkhu Bodhi, he lived in the country Sri Lanka many years. He used to live in Washington Buddhist Vihara. We worked with him together. Bhante Ji and he had a great relationship, and Bhante Ji, when he come over here also he know about it. But just for this event, I like to give receive a few words from him. We like to hear him.
Okay, I thank Bhante Uparatana for inviting me to say a few words, and I also want to express My congratulations to all of these monks who have completed the Walk for Peace, a walk that's taken about 3 months and has covered 2,300 miles. I actually had the idea at the beginning of January to go to Raleigh, North Carolina, and to join the walk from Raleigh, North Carolina to Washington, D.C. But then I put the inquiry into Google's AI program, Gemini. I'm 81 years old, asking whether it's safe for me to walk that distance. And I saw the videos of the monks walking, and they were walking very fast.
Yeah, they were, right?
And Gemini told me, don't do it. Danger to the heart, danger to the skeletal structure, danger to other organs. But watching the videos, the YouTube videos of the walk and the Facebook videos, I was really amazed to see so many thousands of people of every ethnicity, every faith tradition, atheists, agnostics, coming out to welcome the monks, to greet them, to venerate them. And all of this showed to me, I have to say that this country is suffering, though it's the wealthiest country in the world, but it's suffering from a deep inner poverty.
Come on now.
Though it's the most powerful country in the world, supposedly, but it's suffering from a deep inner weakness.
Come on.
And what these monks have done is to show that our fundamental value, the value that really appeals to our deepest spirit, is that of unity, the affirmation of the inherent dignity of every human being, and the desire for all of us to live in peace, unity, and harmony. So I hope that the message of these months will reverberate throughout this country, and not only through this country, because what this country is doing right now, cutting the funding for the United Nations, cutting the funding for UNAID, the Agency for International Development. Hundreds and thousands of people are in danger of losing their lives because of the policies of this country. And so what we need is affirmation of human unity that is going to make us a compassionate country, a country filled with, inspired by the vision of human unity, and transforming our direction to promote peace, unity, and harmony throughout the world. So I hope that will be the effect, the impact of this work.
Thank you, everyone. I'd like to invite the Most Venerable Hanyakara up to talk and do his talk. Thank you. Before the Venerable Hanyakara comes up, Bhante Garatana would like to present a gift.
Venerable Alukam Ramadhuti Nayak Taylor and Reverend Matt Reagan, and please come forward to the Bible. Bhante from Alabama, Tamaloto Bhante.
Most venerable members of the Mahasangha, dear friends, Sri Lankan Sangha Council of North America congratulate Venerable Panyadara and his Sangha members on the completion of their 2,300-mile walk for peace, which has inspired the world as an expression of the Buddha's sublime teachings of peaceful coexistence and loving kindness for all. On the 11th day of February in the year 2570 BE, February 11th, 2026 AD, signed by Venerable Agamaha Pandita Walpol Piyananda, Chief Sangha of America, President and Abbot of Dham Vijaya Buddhist Vihara, President of Sri Lankan Sangha Council of North America, Venerable Katulatha Uparatana Naik Mahatero, Chief Monk of Judicial in USA, President and Abbot of Maryland Buddhist Vihara, Vice President of Sri Lankan Sangha Council of North America, Venerable Abhijama Dhammajoti Mahatera, President and Chief Monk of New York Buddhist Vihara, Assistant Secretary of Sri Lankan Sangha Council of North America, Vice President of Buddhist Council of New York. Thank you. May all you be very happy and peace.
We are all looking forward to hearing about the Pandikara. So this is very brief, but this is from the Buddhist communities of Washington, D.C. We've been watching and waiting for you to come. So we hope that this small plaque, maybe in the future you can remember us and all the many, many volunteers from all the many, many Buddhist communities and interfaith communities and even no-faith communities throughout our city. So with Ratana and Tamara, we'd like to present you this small memento.
Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, respected Mahasangha, respected Mr. President, Reverend, and all the people here. First of all, I pay gratitude and deeply respect to the Mahasangha who come in here today to support our Walk for Peace team. And thank you, President, that allowing us and host us here this special event. Thank you everyone for coming out for this mission, Walk for Peace. Thank you so much. How much time do I have? But because we have to keep up with the time, because our schedule today is very tight. 30 minutes. How many of us are ready to listen to my talk? And why are we still here? How many of us already take that into action? Wow, that's a lot. Are we at peace right now? That's why she said her head. You're not at peace? How come? Stress, even in this moment. No? Okay. Well, stress is always with us, unfortunately. If we are not mindful enough, we always live with stress. And mindfulness is the key. Mindfulness is something that we have to have. We have to live with. Every second, every breath. Otherwise, stress, anxiety, and depressions will always be there with us. It will not leave us alone. It will chase us down. And just like she said, even in this moment, she still has stress. And I believe it's not just only her. Do you know why? Because you are not paying attention to what's going on right now. Because your head is wandering around and your head is chasing, your mind is chasing after the thoughts. Whichever one is powerful, more powerful, it will pull you there. If our speech is not powerful enough versus your thought, then your thought wins over our speech. Is that right? That is when we live with suffering. But if our speech is powerful enough, and if you be able to focus, listen, pay fully attention to our talk, then all these inside, it will settle, will be settled. Right? Because our mind can only focus at one thing at a time. It cannot be multitasked. Unfortunately, all of us are multitasking ourselves. And that is the reason why we cannot stay focused. Stay focused means we concentrate on one thing at a time. If you are listening right now, you won't have any other problem going on in our head. But when you're listening and checking on your phone at the same time, which one is listening, which one is checking on the phone? Because the mind is only doing one thing at a time, can take only one object at a time. Either this or this, right? So whichever one is stronger, it will pull you there. If this is stronger, it will pull your attention to here. If this is stronger, it will pull your attention to here. And that is when we stay focused. Either here or here. So it's all up to us to decide which one that we want. And I have to tell you this. We've been living in this world long enough to associate, to do all kind of things unnecessary for our life. Create more challenge, more troubles, and bring suffer to us. A lot. More than enough. And if we cannot let go, if we cannot let go of everything just for a moment to look back within, we can never have peace. While we are here, if we cannot utilize this time to reflect ourselves, to pay fully attention to it, because we spend a lot of time and effort to get here, a lot of traffic out there. And while we are here, we still worry about everything else. And while we are here, we still doing something else. We waste our time. We waste our effort. How much more energy and time we have in this world to waste? I don't think we have that much time. Within one breath going in, without going out, we die. And we don't know when that moment will come. We could die at any time, any moment. Imagine if we die before we can focus in ourselves, focus on our breath. We breathe in every second, but never pay attention to our breath. Breathe and then breathe and then breathe, just like a robot, just like a machine, to survive. That is the habit. We don't even know how long our breath is, how short it is. We don't even have a moment to look back, to feel our heartbeat. We don't even have a moment to see our breath. We are too busy. Busy doing so many things at the same time. Busy chasing the outside world and chasing materialities. That's why we don't even have time for ourselves. Sometimes we can't even catch up with our breath. But how terrible it is. That's how fast we're moving along with that world. The world is spinning and we try to spin with it. And the more you spin yourself, the more you get tired and suffer. But we're still doing that. That is the reason why I came up with this idea of Walk for Peace. Try to raise the awareness of peace that has been with us, with all beings, with all human beings, for a very long time. It's always with us. But like I said, we are way too busy to see it, to live with it. And that is why us venerable monks walking, hoping that to raise this awareness so that all people along the road who will meet, that can slow down, that can stop from doing everything else, to look back within to find that peace, or to unlock that box where you have locked peace and happiness in it and forgotten it. There are so many people coming out to support this mission. And of course, there are people practicing take this into action seriously. There are people just coming out for fun. There are people just coming out for pictures and social media. And there are some people just come out to offer and then go back home, go back to the old days. The year of 2026, over a month has passed. Very quick, very fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's moving very fast.
Yeah.
Watch and see. Year of 2026 will be gone very soon. And we really don't know if we'll be able to survive within this year. We still stay alive within this year. We don't know. Everything's so impermanent, including this life. And so if we cannot take this seriously, we are afraid that if we are behind this world, we will lag behind if we are not chasing the world. We are afraid that way. But look, if we cannot do something better for ourselves within this year, then our life is just going to be very, very sad. COVID-19 has killed so many people. That is disaster around the world. We are fortunate and grateful enough that we still stay alive. We still survive after the pandemic. But there will be many, many more disasters will come, stronger each and every time. Are we ready for it? Are we just living in this world day by day waiting for that moment to come, or we willing to change for the better? Are we willing to change this world together? And how do we change this world together? Mindfulness. Once we are living in mindfulness, with mindfulness, we will not harm ourselves, we will not harm the others. We will know what to say, what to do. We will stay away from unwholesome things and doing wholesome things. If all the people in this nation and all the people in this world doing the same thing, doing wholesome things only, living in peace only, this world will be a better place for all beings to live. But in order for that to happen, it requires us to put effort and energy into it by practicing mindfulness every day. I'm standing in here in this university to talk. Mostly are students, a lot of students. Of course, this is university, it's more for the student, right? Students, are you stressed? Because of schoolwork? Yes? Because of that goal that you set for yourself. Every day, you're stressed. You try to stay up all night, try to figure out that problem, that schoolwork. And the more you're trying, the more you tire and suffer. And yet, you still could not figure it out. And now you live with anxiety and depression. And of course, after all that effort, if you fail, you'll be disappointed and you'll mad at yourself so much. And now you're even worse in depression. How do we change that? How do we work through it without mindfulness? Instead of pushing yourself, all you need to do is just take a break. Take a deep breath as much as you want because it's free. The air is free. Take a deep breath and then concentrate on your breathing. Add awareness to each and every breath going in and out. Naturally, knowing each breath going in, each breath going out. When thought arises, don't try to eliminate or push it away. Simply just observe that thought. Acknowledge that thought as thought. Silently come back here with the breathing. Another thought popped up. Believe me, you have millions and millions of thoughts. Because you record it in here every single time when you associate with people. When you do things, when you see things, you hear things, you smell, you taste, you touch. It's recorded. After it's recorded, it will rise up and rise up and rise up every single time. It's right now, like I said, we have full of thoughts. If we cannot pay attention to my talk, we will live with thoughts. We suffer. Right? So if we are clever enough to know our thoughts, to acknowledge that thought, we'll come back with this present moment, which is each and every breath. Or while I talk. This is the present moment. I'm talking right now. That this is the present moment. Thinking about the past, living with the future, those are thoughts. Those are not usable. Those are trash. We don't need to live with that. And so, thought pop up again, one after another. We simply just observe it, acknowledge it, come back here with the breathing. Concentrate on our breathing. We breathe every second, like I mentioned earlier. Now we just add awareness to each and every breath going in and out. That's all we need to you. When you hear noise, sound, observe that, acknowledge that as sound, come back here with the breathing again. When you have any type of feelings within this physical body, itchy, numb, pain, anything, concentrate on that, observe that, acknowledge that as feeling or itchy or numb, come back here. We train ourselves to come back to this present moment, live with this present moment here and now. We don't have this habit. We never have it because we live in the world where we always multitask on ourselves. That is why we cannot stay focused, remember? And so now we need to train ourselves just like a baby. Train ourselves to go back to the old days, doing only one thing at a time. This is the only one thing that we are doing right now, or at that moment where you're practicing. Where you practice. Just pay attention to it. That is your job. That is your duty. Bring in that mind back to this present moment with each and every breath going in and out. If you could do that, you will have a peaceful day. If you remain practicing that every single day, you will have a peaceful life. And peace always begins from within, not without. Not out there. Don't expect the world to be at peace, because it will never happen. If we have 100 monks, not just about 20 monks, but if we have thousands of monks walking every day like that, the world is still not going to be at peace. But all the human beings in this world are practicing mindfulness every single day. It will change this world to be at peace. The power of togetherness can change everything. The power of that positive energy that we are giving out to that universe starting from now, it will change everything. Instead of spread hate and anger and delusion and greedy, all that mind into this universe, now we should only spread loving kindness, compassion, and peace to the universe so it can shower back down with loving kindness, compassion, and peace, so that this world will become a better place for all beings to live. So I hope after today, after our journey ends in Washington, D.C., we all will continue this journey. We have to walk for the rest of our life. This walk is very meaningful. This walk could change our life, could change this world. So how many of us willing to walk to bring world peace? All of us? Yes? So you promise that you will walk with all the venerable monks until the end of our life, right? Yes? Well, in spirit, I already talked about it. In spirit, that we walk means we practice every single day. Please, every day, write down that statement that I always say. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Live with it. Be mindful with it. May you all be well, be happy, and be peaceful. Thank you so much for all the love and support and hospitality. Thank you.
Please join me in thanking all of the venerable monks and bhaktas that have come with us today. Thank you for listening to my talk, for listening to the inspiration. The bhaktas are going to head out of yes. And I ask everyone in the audience to remain in place, remain seated until they have exited, and I will make another announcement when it is time to go, that you may either participate in breathing or in community with your neighbors until then. Thank you.
Isang langga. Bante Tivikata.
Oh, this is amazing.
If everybody can come to the same place so we can.
If you don't use restroom,
Bante Bodhi, you just came to Vietnam, right?
I was in Vietnam in April and May.
Right.
You're Vietnamese.
Yes. I want to visit you. So, you are New Jersey, right?
No, no.
New York?
Upper New York State.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Flying Lesson.
Oh, Bante Bhikkhu Bodhi. Bhikkhu Bodhi, I would like to have a picture with you. Bhikkhu, I would like to have a picture with you too. Okay, give me a picture with Bhikkhu too. Yeah, thank you. Sư Tử Bảo. Yeah. Very respectful monk, Bhikkhu Bodhi.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, of course.
It's so much. I would like to have a picture.
Move down this way, please.
แอดคิวมาไม่ส่งเสียงเลยนะเห็นอยู่อินเดียเห็นอาจารย์อยู่อินเดียนั่นน่ะคิดว่าถึงที่นี่เห็นอยู่อินเดียไปมาอยู่ที่นี่
Oh.
Restrooms?
Bantadam. How are you?
Nhìn cái mặt chụp và lúc sau thì trả bao nhiêu
Nói tâm luôn.
chưa thích ngài nghe ngài
Em cũng con cũng thích ngài. Sư cũng sư phải chụp con với ngài một tấm đi sư. Sư chụp con với ngài
đâu
đang ở đây. Nhưng mà thôi không vô được rồi. Không vô được.
Go to the lunch.
Hunter Dam is the one that have accident in Houston in November 19. He's here with us today. Bante Bhikkhu Bodhi is 81 years old. The very respectful monks. Christopher, you take picture of me with Bante Bhikkhu. Bhikkhu Bodhi, yeah. Please, oh my goodness.
For sure.
No need, just put like that.
You're South Carolina.
So, it's okay. It's okay. Later.
So where are you from?
Later. Oh, the meeting. So we don't need to. Okay. So on the Bante, on the Bhikkhu, have the meeting right now. So I'm gonna stop right now, and we will be back for another event today. Thank you so much for watching, and police officers still outside. Right. So thank you everybody.